Hello everyone, it's Wolves DB here and welcome to another video on my YouTube channel. In today's video, this is Live Football Chat episode 2, where I discuss anything and everything to do with football that's happened this week, but focusing mainly on Wolves. This is designed to be part of a regular series on this channel at around this time on a Sunday evening, although hopefully in future weeks maybe slightly earlier. And yes, last week I missed out an episode because of the international break. So before I start the video, feel free to like the video, comment on the live chat if you're watching live, or if you're watching afterwards down below in the comment section, to subscribe to me and to turn on notifications so that you can be notified every time I upload a video on this channel. You don't have to support Wolves to comment on the channel, but I am a Wolves supporter You don't have to support Wolves to comment on the channel, but I am a Wolves supporter trying but probably failing to be objective. So on today's video, reacting to the most recent Wolves result, which we lost at home 2-0 to Huddersfield Town earlier today. And that means we stay in 11th place in the league table. And I'll go through some of the other results and what that means for the rest of the league table later on in the video. So the match against Huddersfield today was live on Sky Sports, although due to work commitments I missed the first half of the match and then promptly headed to the pub to watch the second half. As I headed into the pub, you can imagine my disappointment to find out that Huddersfield were already leading 1-0 at that stage, because I had no idea of the scoreline beforehand. In the second half, we had a couple of chances, one that's cleared off the line, which the goal line technology said it wasn't quite over the line, and the other one where Jimenez was 1v1 with the keeper, but instead of shooting, for some unknown reason, decided to try and pass it, and then the chance had gone. And then Huddersfield made it 2-0 with a free kick. So I never leave a match early, but if I've gone to the match, but it's slightly different watching it on TV in a pub compared to being at the match. And so I decided to leave the pub once Huddersfield had scored the second goal. It was an extremely disappointing result for us. I think at the start of the season, a lot of Wolves fans, and myself included, think we should stay up, and I still think we'll stay up. But a lot of other fans, including myself as well, were hoping we'd do a bit more than just stay up, and whilst winning the league is a bit unrealistic, hopefully to finish inside the top 10 would be a good possible target. The fact that we're actually 11th in the league suggests we're not too far away from doing that, but this is the sort of game that I felt we needed to win today to achieve that. I think we should probably sign a striker in January, and no, I don't know who, but if you have any suggestions as to who we should sign, please comment down below. So anyway, watching the game in the pub, I suppose it wasn't much better than watching it live in the stadium, although I did have the consolation of knowing that I didn't have to pay to watch my match today. However, watching in the pub still gets me annoyed, mainly because of 3 different groups of people that watch football matches in pubs. 1, the ones that don't know anything about football but start randomly cheering when everyone else cheers anyway. 2, those supporters that no matter who Wolves are playing, they will always take it to support the opposition for whatever reason, even though they don't support that team. And finally, 3, and this is the worst one for me, the fan that constantly yells at the TV, pass it, etc. At the TV, as though the players can hear those instructions. It's 100 times worse hearing this type of fan when it involves your own team, especially if they end up losing. Hence why I decided to leave the pub when we went 2-0 down. Moving on to some of the other results in the Premier League. Yesterday's results: West Ham 0, Man City 4, which was good for us. Watford 0, Liverpool 3, which was another good result for us. Tottenham 3, Chelsea 1, Brighton 1, Leicester 1, which was another good result for us. Everton 1, Cardiff City 0, Cardiff lost, and we're playing them next, and that's a good result because Cardiff are going to be one of the teams that are near the relegation zone. Fulham 3, Southampton 2. Maybe I would have preferred a draw in that. Manchester United 0, Crystal Palace 0, and today's other result, Bournemouth 1, Arsenal 2, which is also a good result for Wolves. So that leaves the league table at the top of the league, with Man City still unbeaten, 35 points from 13 games, Liverpool on 33, Tottenham on 30, moving up into third place, and Chelsea completing the Champions League places on 28 points. Last night I watched Match of the Day and Manchester City looked excellent. I'm going to say they might actually go the whole league season unbeaten. The main results in the Championship, Aston Villa won the second City derby 4-2, and it seems as though Norwich are going to go well this season as they won away at Swansea City 4-1, which is a very impressive result. If you support a team in the Championship, feel free to comment down below, because I think the Championship is a great league. However, I'm glad Wolves are not in it, as it's always unpredictable and I change my mind over what's happening for the rest of the season every single week. Finally, just to quickly mention that since my last video, it's now been confirmed that VAR will be introduced into the Premier League next season, which I think is a good idea. Obviously, the various incidents 2 weeks ago proved to be the final straw where the calls for VAR became too great for the Premier League to continue to ignore. The main one being the Southampton disallowed goal for offside against Watford. So that's the end of the video, a very brief video, but Wolves have got Cardiff City next. Hopefully we'll win that match. Because 5 without a win is disappointing, but as I said, I think we'll stay up. Hopefully we'll come inside the top 10. So like the video, comment down below if you support a team or if you think Wolves should sign a striker and which one we should sign if so. Subscribe to me and turn on your notifications to be updated whenever I post a video. If Wolves win against Cardiff City this time next week, I hope to be doing my first ever live episode of Live Football Gloats. But if not, I suppose I will make do with live football chat. Until then, goodbye.